Hello guys, my name is Philip, and today I want to entertain a theory that I have well, it is a theory. I'm not saying it's definitely true, but I do think it's kind of interesting. And it's because of something that I read actually in Man Interrupted. Philip Zimbardo was talking about, I think it was like a forum on the internet or something, with a group of women who call themselves video game widows. And they were basically talking about them sort of losing their boyfriend to video games, that their boyfriend would be so interested in video games that they were at one point almost unable to give her the attention that she wanted or needed in the relationship. Now, that does sound really familiar, doesn't it? I mean, you can change the word video games with the word pornography, and you will get basically what Gary Wilson is talking about in his book, Your Brain on Porn, where he talks about that pornography is killing young men's sexual performance, and it's making men really bad in bed, sort of. For a couple of reasons. Well, one is the simple decrease in libido, which makes their dicks a bit softer. Some men even have porn-induced erectile dysfunction, which I think you've heard about this before if you've been on the NoFap subreddit, if you've been on NoFap YouTube videos. I mean, everybody's talking about this, and it's a very real thing. It's not bullshit, alright? Porn-induced erectile dysfunction, so that's one reason. The other reason is the idea that men get from watching pornography, that they're entitled to sexual pleasure. Now, when you watch pornography and all the hottest babes in the entire world are literally just clicks away, you are actually brainwashing yourself to think that you are entitled to sexual pleasure. You're entitled to arousal. And this makes men also really bad in bed, because it makes them not acknowledge the importance of foreplay, and just kind of, instead of trying to interact with her physically, just kind of trying to use her as a sort of fleshlight, right? And Philip Zimbardo writes about this in his book, Man Interrupted, how porn is killing young men's sexual performance in that aspect as well. Not just the fact that it makes their dick soft, but also that it makes them think they're entitled to sex. So, what I mean by all this is generally that porn makes men bad in bed. Now, there's a thing that I see a lot on Facebook, that most women don't do this, but there are quite a lot of women that do. A lot of girls at my age, and especially those that are a bit younger than me, the 97ers and the 98ers, I see them do this a fucking whole lot, man. They post these sort of cheesy posts of like, I mean, you got these Facebook pages, these Facebook like pages called things like men who literally treat their women like princesses, or guys who literally treat their girlfriends like a princess, I think is the name of that page. Also, just girly things, things boys do we love. There's one that I'm actually following called I Hate Myself Cause I Love You So Much. And I mean, these pages are filled with these sort of passive-aggressive instructions for men on how to treat women. You got these sort of gifs of a man and a woman laying in bed, and the man is like stroking his hand through her hair in a comfortable way, and above it says something like, "Oh, I want this in my life," and there's all these emojis and all that. I mean, you've seen this, you know what I mean. Why is this sort of trending on the internet? Why is this coming up so much? I think there's numerous reasons for this, but I'm gonna talk about one of the reasons today, which I think is in fact pornography. And it has to do with the fact that pornography is killing men's sexual performance and is making men so horrible in bed that women feel the need to do this passive aggressive, to share this passive aggressive instructions to men on how to please them, how to fulfill their sexual needs, to put it that way. That women are sort of frustrated because men are just so bad in bed, and like not giving them the attention that they want, etc., etc., just being bad lovers, right? And they don't know it's because of porn. I don't think most of these women, I don't think they know it's because of porn. Most men don't know it's because of porn, that porn is even a factor. Most people are completely oblivious to this. But I think it's a factor. I really think it's a significant factor. And also, there's a pattern that I see with all these you know, these girls that just share everything on Facebook. These are the same kind of girls that have really short relationships. And I see this all the time. It goes like this, alright? This girl gets a boyfriend in a relationship on Facebook, right? She shares 1,000,000 of pictures of her making out with him, her holding hands with him, and it's all like, oh, this relationship is so cute, everybody has to see how cute this is, ah! Then, okay, that's the first step, right? Then she starts posting all this, oh, every woman wants this in her life things with the men like holding her hand, or you know, this like what I just talked about, the pictures or gifs from the guys who literally treat their girlfriends like princess pages and all that shit. That's the second step. The third step, they're no longer together on Facebook. Now what does that tell you? I mean, am I crazy for thinking this? Am I crazy for thinking... And also there's another factor, which is overuse of Facebook and sharing absolutely everything about the relationship on Facebook. It puts a lot of pressure on the relationship, and in the end the guy just sort of freaks out and breaks up with her. Or it goes the other way around. She is like, oh, what's going on? He's not giving me enough attention anymore. He's not as cute as he used to be. What's going on? And they both just freak out and break up. So Facebook is also poison to relationships, I think. But also pornography. I think pornography is a big factor here. She falls in love with this cute guy. She shares absolutely everything they do on Facebook. And she gets really high expectations, right? Because this guy is so cute, he's so perfect, ooh! And then sex life is kind of terrible. And things didn't turn out to be as cute as she hoped. And then break up. So yeah, I think social media is poisonous as well when it comes to this. But I also think that when it comes to sex, especially the sex life, pornography is the biggest poison, the biggest contaminator. So that's my theory, and it is a theory, and I think it's quite interesting, to be completely honest with you guys. I just came to think about this when I was reading Man Interrupted with him, you know, Philip Zimbardo, talking about these gamer widows, and I sort of thought, oh, gamer widows. You can, I mean, you can change the word video games with pornography and you'll basically have, you know, what Gary Wilson is talking about too. And actually Philip Zimbardo did talk a little bit about that in that book too. Which, you know, just women sort of losing their boyfriends to pornography, and pornography destroying their sex life, destroying everything really. So that's my theory, and thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with more, and yeah, see you in the next one.